Hey guys, it's Toy again.
And Ginger.
And we want to talk to you a little bit about blitzing. By now, I'm sure you've already had your training in your back office and you've heard about blitzing. You may or may not really have a good feel for it. So we want to talk to you a little bit about how we do it with our team.
And my main point is that I don't make a special appointment to go out blitzing. Now, it's fun to get a group of your distributors together.
Oh, yeah.
And it's always better, especially in the beginning, to go blitzing with a partner. Gives you a little more confidence, and it helps you to actually open your mouth instead of sit there and go, gosh, I should really hand them this card.
Yes, and it's more fun.
It is.
It's a lot of fun to do things with your team like that.
This is one of my worst parts, I guess. Blitzing is not my favorite, so I will tell you, when I'm blitzing, I just mix it in with my everyday routine. Mm-hmm. So whenever I leave home, the next person that I talk to, the next person I exchange any money with, they get a Blitz card, or they get a coupon. And basically all I do is I just tell them, here, can I give you a coupon? And I zip it. I don't say anything else after that. And then if they ask me, what is it? If they say, how's it work? Do these really work? If they say, do these really work? I whip out my before and after picture book. And I say, it does. This is my before and after. Or my before, I'm working on after. But
right.
These are some other pictures of other distributors and other customers that we have. It does work and you see results in 45 minutes. Do you want to try one right now? Other than that, if they don't say anything and just say, okay, thanks, then you say, great, have a good day, and move on to your next person. But don't feel like anytime that you hand somebody a Blitz card that you have to sign them up right then as a distributor or a customer, because at that point, you're kind of stalking the people and they can feel it, I think.
Yes, and you don't want to make it feel like there's a lot of pressure. And you want to keep it simple. So, sometimes people say, well, what do you say? You just want to say what's on the card. So you want to keep it very simple and not talk to them for 30 minutes about what the product can do and all that kind of stuff. So this is what I would call a Blitz bag. And a lot of times I go out and I take it with me. So if I go out with the intention of blitzing, I might go to like a little strip center there where, you might have a dentist office and a donut shop or, insurance place, whatever. And I might park at the end and I've got my little Blitz bag and I might lock my purse in the car. And my husband would kill me for saying that.
She drives a... No, I'm just kidding.
And then I just carry my Blitz bag. And a lot of times I do exactly what Ginger says. Everywhere I go, whether it's a restaurant or, the cleaners or the bank, you want to give everybody a Blitz card that you come into contact with. The more you do that, the more comfortable you're going to get with it and the more your business is going to grow. So to give you an idea of what's in a Blitz bag, obviously you want to have a box of wraps, and I like to use saran wrap so that way you can actually wrap someone on the spot. I like to have some pictures. You don't have to have something as bulky and big as this, but this has, before and after pictures in here to where if you do strike up a conversation with someone, you can flip this out and talk to them about it. The way, you obviously want to have Blitz cards, and I usually keep anywhere from 50 to 100 with labels on it ready to hand out at all times. And
so while you're talking about that real quick, if you go into some place and say it's a nail salon and they don't speak very good English, my thing is to basically walk in and say, hi, I just have some coupons for your customers, and I lay some down on the nail drying station,
right, and
turn around and walk out. Now, how many do you normally leave at that point? You don't want to leave like 50 cards. How many cards do you leave at a place like that?
That's a really good question. Especially when people are first starting out, maybe they can't afford to just purchase tons and tons of Blitz cards. I would say anywhere from 5 to 10 would be great.
Okay.
And, go back. Go back in 3 or 4 days. Go back in 1 week and let them know that you're really working your business, and they might stop you and say, hey, you keep coming in here. What's this all about? And then you can talk to them about it.
Okay.
I also keep something to write information on. These are little things that you can I guess you can have made or print off the computer or whatever, and I'm just capturing people's information. So, you can have a little pad of them. You can also print them off and cut them. That's what these are, and I keep them inside here so that they don't get messed up.
And so how do you get them to fill that out? What do you say to them?
Very good question. And I also keep a pen so that you can hand them a pen with something to fill out. So let's say...
Fancy pen.
Yeah. I know, my mom got me this. It's so cute. Thanks, Mom. So, anyhow, let's say that I walk into a store. I already have a Blitz card in my hand. I got my little bag on my arm, and I might come across Ginger and I say, hey, is it okay if I give you a coupon?
Sure.
And then when she takes it, I say, this is actually what it is, and if you turn it over, you can see what it does. And then that allows her to kind of look at it for just a second. She might say, well, what is this? Or, you know, people are going to have questions, and I kind of base the conversation off of what they say. You don't want to just start in and talk for 30 minutes. You want to just say one or two things and let them ask questions. Zip it. That's right. Zip it. And then if she doesn't seem real interested or whatever, I might say, well, have you ever heard of that crazy wrap thing? They're either going to say yes or no. If they say no, then you can just, again, say, well, you know, this is what it is, and you can put it here, all these different places, and show them the picture again and say, that's what it does. You want to try it out? See what they say. Then I might say, you know what, I have a drawing once a week. If you want to go ahead and give me your information, I'll get you in my drawing.
And since you just put this in my hand, I can't say, no thanks. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to her, and I'm going to give it back. And
then I've got that information.
I'm going to expect to hear from her.
That's exactly right. And, you know, you can take it a step further. If people aren't behind you in a line, like at the grocery store, or you can tell that they're not going to get in trouble if they're at work or whatever, and you might say, you know, when would be the best time for me to get a hold of you? And just make notes on that and go from there. You know, they might want you to wrap them right then and there. They might want to schedule that appointment with you. But then you definitely want to follow up later. So don't go out and blitz and get 30 names and then don't follow up. That's a waste of everybody's time.
Exactly. And just because you don't get a hold of someone the first time, that I have a tendency to send emails. If they give me their email address, I'll start with an email, and then I follow up with a phone call in a couple of days to say, hey, I just wanted to make sure that you got my email. Are you interested in trying to wrap? And, you know, if someone doesn't respond, don't give up on them. Some people are just busy. Some people, it's just not good timing. So, you know, as they say, they're not saying no, they're saying not right now.
That's so, so true.
So I would give it a week and maybe touch base with them. I mean, basically, if they've given you their information, then until they tell you don't call me, I call them.
Go with it. Yeah, and don't forget, you know, people are busy. They're running around with kiddos and jobs and you know, maybe school and everything. So, you know, that's not a reflection on you. Don't take that personal. You know, just keep trying to contact people and, you know, not necessarily saying you need to stalk them and text them every 30 minutes or anything. But, you know, hold on to your contacts and try to keep in touch with them and go from there. So.
And anytime that you have any questions or you know, please don't ever feel like you're the only one that's being told no. We still get told no. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. Just move to the next person, and you never know. They may call you the next week going, you know what, I've been thinking about it. So just keep staying consistent with it and pass out your Blitz cards and your business will build.
Absolutely. Good luck.